Uh, I know it's been a bit since I've posted anything shorts or videos or anything like that. It's been a bit of a rough month. We've been uh we've been dealing with some losses and some inconvenient hiccups that have popped up that have caused a great deal of stress and emotional turmoil. So much that I had to, take a mental health break and deal with the things that I could deal with in a reasonable manner and take time to reflect and deal with them as they came. Uh, my family, we just recently lost about a month ago or so now. My wife's stepmom passed away to cancer after battling it for over a year and a half. Uh, on top of that, uh, we had to have one of our pets put down because of a person that we got it from. The cat that was my daughter's failed to let us know that the cat had cancer. And needless to say, my wife's upset, my daughter's upset. Even I'm a little bit upset because the cat kind of got attached to me. But because that one person didn't even let us know at all about it, it just totally fucked our world up. And if we had known earlier, we probably could have gotten my daughter's cat some treatment. But it was already too late, so we had to do the right thing and had to turn her over to get put down because we didn't want her to go through any more prolonged suffering. Uh, and on top of that, we ended up losing Miracle on the same day that happened. Uh, I'm coming to terms with that one because I knew starting off that they came from a pretty much a boob egg that had a very large uncalcified spot. And looking back on the things that people had said prior that I asked questions about whether or not this egg would survive or not or come to full term, and about them saying that you might want to cut your losses, that the snake is going to be underdeveloped or have some sort of issues. And at that point, I didn't want to believe any fucking thing about it. I wanted to give it a chance. I wanted Miracle to thrive and grow, even though they were behind the other clutch mates from the first clutch. Hi, Scribble. Uh, so I still don't know exactly how they Miracle passed away, considering that uh, I had fed them a very small fuzzy rat, smaller than the usual mouse that they were already eating and chowing down on. Uh, they were they were active and moving, no injuries, no nothing. And then a couple days later, checked on them, checking for like every any spot checking for like urates or poop or anything like that to pick it out and clean their tub out and everything, and just found them stiff and with still what looked like a partial meal still inside of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was wondering, is like, could there have been something wrong internally that didn't manifest? Because Miracle had no problem eating and passing movements or anything like that. None of the other snakes had any issues, and I've only fed one of the baby snakes a baby rat this time. So I just don't know because Miracle was so small and far behind everybody else. Uh, I don't even know if a proper necropsy could have been done or would have told me anything more, just simply based on because Miracle's size and everything, that a vet or a vet tech would be able to tell me anything by cutting him open and looking and finding out if there was anything systemically wrong on the inside. That would at least give me some more clarity or knowledge. And I know it could have been a husbandry issue because the snake room has a pretty good temperature going on right now, ambient wise, and everybody had water, everybody had clean substrate. I made sure to check all the thermostats and everything, and checked for anything that might be outside the norm, and there was nothing. So whatever happened to Miracle, more than likely had to be something internal. And so now I'm just down to 5 baby snakes that I've created, and right now, some of the adults have managed to wake up out of their Burmation fasting and their breeding fasting. But right now, because living here in Virginia, uh, we're experiencing, just like everybody else on the East Coast is experiencing, the sudden changes of temperature due to the cold fronts and the warm fronts going up and down. And every other day, we'll have like 70 degrees or higher. Then it'll drop back down to the 50s, sometime down to the 40s. And it's really wreaking havoc on the internal temperature in the house. Uh, and what's weird is that the house that I live in is my wife's family home. We've only got like 3 forced air heaters in the house, and they're all towards the front. There's nothing set up in any of the back areas of the house, which I'm kind of shaking my head at. It's like, what the hell? And because I'm trying to manage the bills and everything, especially the power bill and all that stuff, it's not like I can always keep a heater or anything like that in the snake room on or anywhere else in the house without having a drastically large power bill increase. Because with my finances being very limited as opposed to what everybody else around me has, I have to keep things within a certain range, or unless my father-in-law asks for an increase in rent. Right now, I'm hoping not for another increase because right now cost of living is eating me alive, and it's not like I can expect large cost of living increases with my VA disability stuff. On top of all these losses, I'm also having to deal with uh, my mental health, how it's been affected by all the stuff. I've definitely been I've definitely been severely depressed, and even more so under a lot more stress because um, I'm just wondering if it's just a circumstances, bad luck, or whatever have you. I'm trying to do my best, but it just feels like it's taking a really bad turn. So I either have to kind of ride the wave and get myself past the crest. I've been trying to talk to a lot of people about it. I've talked to my therapist about it, some other stuff. Right now, hello, Aubrey. Uh, it's right now it's getting really challenging, and I've already made mentions that depending on the season, this breeding season, whether or not if anything proves fruitful, whether or not I'll continue doing it, well, whether or not I'll just abandon the whole breeding project idea and just maintain my snakes as they are by feeding them, interacting with them, helping other people get over their fears of them, whatever stuff. But right now, I'm also having to manage finances because of vehicle repair issues. Got my vehicle inspected, and I was worried because I was worried that it wouldn't pass because I was having a lot of things come up check engine light wise, and I've managed to do some of the repairs, fixes, and replacements on my own, but there's just some things I know I can't do because I don't have certain power tools and I don't have a lift, whatever. So I had to go to mechanics and get some work done. O2 sensors that need replacing that were completely torn the hell out. I don't even know how my vehicle was able to even drive without certain O2 sensors being totally connected. But it is what it is. And I also have to have a CV axle replaced because the boot on it was torn. I was told that, hey, there's no point in getting the boot replaced. You might as well just replace the whole CV axle because if the boot's torn, then that means all the grease is out and all it's exposed to wear, tear, and all that other stuff. So it needs to be fully replaced. Right now, I've spent upwards of a couple $100 just on the O2 sensor replacement and the vehicle inspection, and now I got to spend a couple more $100 on the CV axle replacement. And from there, that is the probable end of like any major repairs that the vehicle needs in order to keep it running safely. But I've been just literally feeling worn down. I mean, as much as I appreciate most of the people that like, follow, comment, or subscribe to my channel and everything, and as much as it's an uphill battle trying to get noticed or anything like that, I've just felt like with everything that's going on, just I need to step back and concentrate on the things that I can control, concentrate on the things that I can fix, and concentrate mostly on my mental health and then my wife and my daughter's mental health because of everything that's happened last month. Everybody's in a really awkward and depressed state. And my wife is reaching out to her friends, talking about certain things, keeping in contact with her dad, making sure he's okay after losing his wife. Uh, my daughter is not sure if she ever wants another pet again. And like I said, my certainty or confidence as far as like wanting to breed snakes and try to maintain what I have is definitely feeling at most on shaky grounds. And just kind of, it's just very overwhelming. And a lot of all the things that I'm talking about right now happened before and after I turned 40 this on March 26th. And yeah, my 40th birthday coincided with what happened at the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And I'm like, oh man. Oh, I mean, it's just been one hell of a damn month. I'm hoping that things will improve, but I know I can't be anything more than a hopeful wisher. But as soon as I get through all this stuff, I'll I'll start posting back again. Maybe not at the same rate or with the same fervent passion that I started off with. That got me as far as I've gotten so far, but maybe just maybe just enough to keep up. Maybe just enough to keep in contact with some people that uh, normally keep in contact with me via Facebook or via YouTube and all that stuff like that for the channel. But yeah, as long as I take time to get through this stuff, I appreciate you guys giving me the time to air all this out because normally I don't reach out to people through social media to talk about things like this at all. I usually just go to what few people I can actually get actual FaceTime, person to person time, not person screen to other people on another screen type thing. But I'll be back. It's just that I just gotta take time with the stuff. I'll still be doing my thing with my snakes, feeding them, taking care of them, and all the other stuff that entails with being a good snake keeper and everything. It's just like just gotta take time, and I appreciate you guys. So thank you, and hopefully you'll see some content later on, maybe in a few weeks, days, whatever have you. But this is Robert from Meis Morphs signing off. Have a good day or night. Bye.